it says 12 waiting. Are we on?
Yeah, we are.
Can they hear us?
How's the audio, guys? I always want to make sure that the audio and stuff is good before we start. So let us know what it's like. Charlotte has a laptop so she can keep up with the questions and stuff. And we're gonna get rolling.
Hey, everybody.
All right, got all the
Okay, I can
questions.
hear. Audio is great.
Audio's good? Okay, good. Maddie, we might get interrupted. Maddie's in the room sleeping. We got the door open, got the white noise on. It's all good. So if she screams, I'm probably gonna run and get her, but we'll keep this thing on and rolling. So yeah, so what I wanted to do was answer questions that you guys may have about the week-long series about how we met, because I know there are a lot of questions that you guys have. So we thought about it like, hey, we took a little break from making videos because of honestly things that we have going on personally in our marriage and other stuff, but we'll get to that later on. But answering these questions was important, and we're gonna get going.
Yeah. So I already asked for everyone on Instagram. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. I already asked them for some questions, so we can start with those, and then we can go through the chat and
That's
see.
gonna be hard though.
I know they're a lot. I know, but I can get them ready and while you're talking.
All right.
It'll take 2 minutes. So yeah, so it was really fun to do this series. I feel like not only have we got a lot of positive response from the fam bam, but for us too, it was fun to relive everything we went through before we came to YouTube.
Yeah, I know. It's funny, especially going back to college and seeing where we met, where I used to eat at Qdoba all the time. Think about all the times that walking up and down, going to class, I don't know, it was just cool to redo and share that with you guys, so we know that you've been asking for that for a long time. Now, enough with the talk. I'm going to get to the questions. So what is the first question?
Okay, so how long had we been dating before we got married? Okay, I can tell.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we met December 2nd, 2011. Then we talked and hung out. No.
Hey, I'm going to drink it anyways.
It's not mine. I don't know what it is. Okay, so we met December. We started dating in April of 2012.
How do you remember all the dates, bro?
Friday, April 13th. Then we got engaged February 20th of 2016, and we got married in July of 2016. So our engagement was super short. It was less than 5 months. But so I don't know.
When we got engaged, I was excited to call her fiance because I think fiance is a really cool word. But I wouldn't even be able to call her fiance that long because she wanted to get married like this. Yeah. So yeah. What's the next question?
And I saw a lot of you guys were asking for a video about how I plan the wedding. So we'll talk about that later because that's
okay, yeah,
that's a lot.
Thing, yeah.
What advice do you have for other young couples?
I would say that when you're a young couple and you're dating, when I think about me and Charlotte, I think personally for me, before you get into a relationship, make sure that you're ready to be in a relationship committed to one person. So as you guys know, when we made the video on how we met, how Charlotte said I was talking to a lot of girls. I met Charlotte like when I was, talking to a lot of girls, and I knew I liked Charlotte differently than I liked any of those girls that I was talking to. But I was so caught up in like talking to a bunch of girls that I was committed to Charlotte while also talking to all these other girls. So I would say from a male perspective or even a female perspective, like just make sure you know that the person that you are talking to, you're ready to just commit to that one person. And when I say commit, I don't mean like, oh, you're ready to marry them. It's like if you're going to commit to them, like give them all your attention, give them all your focus, and just so they know that, you know what I'm saying, like they're the only one that you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say.
One question that I got a while ago, or like during this whole series, was advice for dating a college football player or any athlete. But I think it's important for not just like people in the sports world, but just for young people in general, is make sure that like you maintain yourself, like your own goals, your own boundaries, your own beliefs and everything like that. Like when you meet someone, it's easy to be influenced and get caught up in what they're doing, but it's so important to like keep your own self too. And if that person's really riding with you and for you, like they want you to do you too. Like they want you to finish school, they want you to have your own job, they want you to have your own goals and dreams, and they're going to support that. But I think like when you're dating an athlete specifically, it's so easy to get caught up in the hype of like, oh yeah, he's a football player, we're going to bounce around the country and I'm just going to follow along with him. Or like he's in college and he's a football player, and it's easy for the player to lose his identity in the game, but it's also easy for the spouse to lose their identity because like football does, or whatever sport does, take up so much time. But I think not only in an athletic relationship, but also with like just in general in all relationships, it's so important to like keep you too. Like you have to have boundaries and like your own stuff. Did you and said do any premarital counseling? Unfortunately, because our engagement was so short and Cedric was away for most of our engagement, like we got engaged February when it was off season. He went back in March to New England. And then he was in New England through June, and then he had a month off. Somebody asked in the chat why we had such a short engagement, and honestly, it was because of football. Like, we knew we would either get married that off season or we'd have to wait a whole year and a half, and that wasn't something we wanted to do. We were ready and excited.
Don't put we. You was ready to go,
We were ready
bro.
and excited about the wedding, and
you was ready to go. I was trying to vibe, bro. You was like, no, we got to get going now.
I didn't want to wait a year and a half. Like, football like ran so many things in our relationship, and it was not running my wedding day, so we had to plan it. But we didn't do premarital counseling. We did like seek a lot of advice from other couples, and we read a lot of books to prepare because we were like longer distance before the wedding. So yeah. Everyone wants to know when we're gonna have another kid, and that's not really about the relationship.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm ready to have another kid right now. Like, I'm ready to start trying to have another baby because I just want to like get going. You know what I'm saying? And plus, Maddie's like walking and stuff now. I'm ready to like have a baby again, even though she's still
a baby.
No, she still is my baby, but still, it's like if you want to have 5 kids, then I think it's important that we get going early and like right now. But Charlotte want to wait, but I'm ready to go.
Maddie's first birthday is less than 2 weeks away. It was 2 weeks from Friday.
That's if y'all look at my hands, like you see I got like paint on my hands. Today, all day, we were painting these things that we bought from Home Depot for Maddie's first birthday party, because you know Charlotte has this wild imagination. And you guys will see that like in 2 weeks, but yeah, we were doing that all day today.
Okay, I really like this question. What's your favorite memory together? Veronica asked.
Favorite memory together?
It's really tough. I have one, but you go first.
No, you go first.
My favorite college memory together, this is in college, was like seriously, football Saturdays were so much fun, and they were playing Michigan at the Big House, and me, my friend Alexis, and my friend Asia, we were all dating U of M football players, and we really wanted to go to the game. So we bought tickets. Alexis was from Michigan. We bought tickets to go to Michigan, and our flight got canceled. So we ended up driving the 13 hours to Michigan to go to the game. But they won the jug at the Big House, and it was so exciting to like go down on the field by Cedric and whatever when he won the jug. That was like one of my favorite college memories together.
But like, I got such a bad memory.
So many games.
If I had to think of a football memory with you, I think my favorite memory ever is my senior year. Going into my senior year, my theme song was "I'm the Man" by Aloe Black, and when I would warm up before the games, me and Charlotte would do this thing because like I would do this thing like I'm the man. That's how I would do that. And before almost every game, I would like find Charlotte because they sat in the same seats, and we'll look at each other and we'll go like I'm the man. So like that's how we talked to each other like while she was in the stand and I was on the field. So that was like
so sweet. You always like blow me a kiss too.
Yeah, it was just
what happened.
Whatever,
Let's see. Lots of just appreciation.
Guys, is this boring? Like I feel like I should be like have some cool camera stuff, but I'm like, you guys like this? Like, I like talking to y'all, bam.
Did you guys feel financially prepared to get married? Fortunately.
Okay, I'm gonna answer this question. Okay. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't keep nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't keep nothing like I don't sugarcoat nothing. I keep it G with y'all. So at a young age, me and Charlotte were both 22, 23. 22? When I got drafted.
Oh.
Whatever. We were 22 or 23.
We were 20.
21?
We were 22.
Oh, 22. And I got drafted. And right when I got drafted, I got a signing bonus. And I got a signing bonus. And we have
we've been really blessed.
Yeah, we've been really fortunate at a young age
to not have any debt.
Because Charlotte had a full ride to the University of Minnesota. I had a full ride to the University of Minnesota, and I got drafted. And I got a lot of money right away at a young age, and therefore we didn't have any financial stress or anything right away. So we were prepared for a wedding and everything.
What I would say is we probably weren't like financially prepared. Like we're going through Financial Peace University right now just to like learn more about money because
I guess that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, because like I've had a job since I graduated college. I've had the same job for 4 years. Cedric was fortunate to be drafted to the NFL and play in the NFL. So we've always been financially stable, but we're learning how to be more responsible and smarter with our money now. So I wouldn't say like we knew then.
The way that I would put it is we had the money to do what we wanted at our wedding, but we didn't have the smarts to understand maybe we could do something smarter with saving or buying something. Like we're going through this right here together. This is called Financial Peace University. Mm-hmm. And we're going through this and we're learning how to give money back, give our 10% tithing, and also like understanding how to have savings and have Maddie
college fund?
College fund and 401k, all that stuff. We're learning about that stuff now.
Yeah.
So what's the next question?
When was the moment you knew that y'all were forever? Was it that time at the beach? I'd say that like we knew, or at least I knew before that.
I knew before we moved in together because I was like, no way, heck, I'm about to move in with this girl and I ain't gonna be with her. So I knew going into my junior year in college, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be with this girl forever because one, like I'm telling you, the night that Charlotte invited me over to her house, the first time we met, it honestly was like a different type of connection, like really quick than I've ever experienced. And I'm not saying, oh, it was love at first sight. But it was more of like, damn, like I really am like feeling this girl on the first night, not feeling in like the emotional way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, I really like her. And then the more I went over there, I'm telling you, dude, I was going over there every single day after practice. Like I wouldn't even go to my dorm. I would get training table, get food, walk past my dorm, walk
Keep
5 more
walking.
blocks to this girl house in the winter, yo.
Yeah,
And I'm like, bro,
cold.
I really like this girl. But then like back to like the first question about like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know if you're ready to be in a relationship at a young age? Like, I really like Charlotte, but I still was talking to other girls, and that ended up being bad later on in the future. So, yeah.
What made you guys get married young and then have Maddie young? Was it planned? I would just say like we knew we wanted to be together forever, and we were ready. What? No. You'll hear her if she wakes
Oh, wait,
up.
no, this one. Somebody's calling me?
Maybe. But we were talking.
Oh, sorry.
We knew we wanted to be together forever, and we were ready to take that next step, and that was important to us. And once we were married, Cedric and I both have wanted to be parents like forever. So we want kids young. We like our parents were both young with us, and we just want to like be able to enjoy them for a long time. And
yeah, that's why I'm trying to have another one, but Charlotte playing games.
Did Sed ever graduate, or did he just leave second semester go train? This man.
Where is that?
It's on the top shelf. Oh my gosh.
Oh, y'all people out there. Is it? Oops. There I go, right there. Let me show you that thing real quick. What is that?
Toy.
Oh, sorry. Here it goes. See that? Your boy got his degree. I told myself I wasn't going to the league until I got my degree, and I did that.
Yeah. So we both graduated. I graduated a year before him. But when he went to go train, he was able to take online classes. So that was awesome. Somebody asked if I knew, like when I knew that you were proposing. I knew when I walked in and I saw Tribe Tyler and Roy and the roses leading up. Like, if you do that to someone and then it doesn't lead to proposal, that's a sick joke or something.
Yeah, sure.
And then on every rose leading up the steps, there was a note from someone in my family, like congratulating me. No, somebody asked, congratulating me, or like just well wishes and stuff like that. So I knew then, yeah. But
let's do like 2 more from here, then ask.
Okay. What made you choose your wedding location? A big part of it was our timeline. We had a short timeline. We were the first wedding at the machine shop, and so they had availability because they were still doing some construction on the day of our wedding.
But when we would go look at the machine shop, it was like under construction. Yeah. Like we were able to watch the machine shop grow, which was cool.
It was cool. What was your favorite part of your wedding? For me, that's hard. I mean, the Beyonce dance was like the cherry on top of like everything. But
I never explained.
It was just really.
I gotta do this. Keep talking.
Are you serious?
Are you back?
Did anyone disagree with our relationship or marriage? No, I'd say we were very fortunate to have we have a ton of support from our families and our friends. It's been really cool because I met Cedric when I was so young, and we've been together for ever now. What is it? 7 years almost. That we have so many mutual friends, and it's been amazing. Amazing support from everybody.
I want to talk about this. Okay. This is probably the most thoughtful gift I've ever given anybody in my entire life. I was gonna make a video about this, but I say, let's just talk about it. So if you watch the Love on Top Beyonce music video, this is the exact hat that Beyonce had on. Like the exact thing. Every pendant on here is the exact one. So I found a lady on Etsy who made hats. And if you know Charlotte's initials, it's CAPT, which is short for captain. And I was like, yo, this is perfect to give her a captain hat. And I saw Beyonce had a captain hat, so I had to get it. So what I did is I researched this and I found this lady. Every single thing on this hat is from a different country because all the medals. So the original hat is from it's from World War II or something. It's like a German hat, and every pendant on here is like from Germany, from Russia. Like it's insane. It took me months to make this hat, and this lady worked her butt off, and this hat was expensive. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, it was expensive as heck because all these things are like real. Like this hat is something else, and Charlotte didn't even like it when I gave it to her.
I love it. I love it.
Why don't you ever wear it?
Because what? You want me to just wear this around the house while I'm working? Or
All right, sorry.
okay. So now I'm going to move over to the YouTube questions. So if you got any questions, put them in there. There are a lot. So let's see. Okay. How has being parents changed the dynamic of your marriage?
I saw that question. I said, boy, we got to answer that one. So me and Charlotte have been going through difficult time in our marriage right now where we're fussing at each other a lot. We're arguing a lot. Last time we fought, I slept in Maddie's room. Like we've been fighting a lot. And we know it's because marriage is hard. See, look, you don't like the hat. You took it off.
No, I'm just trying to vibe.
That's all about whatever, hater. Okay. What was I saying? What was I saying?
I don't know. I'm just saying introducing something so new, life-changing, stressful, very like time and energy consuming into a marriage is difficult. And a kid is that times 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still haven't slept more than 4 hours in almost a year. I'm very tired.
Mm-hmm.
So like just being tired and being physically drained because I am feeding, and like we both have a lot going on in our work lives. And so it's really hard to keep everything in balance and make sure we're spending enough time to connect and like get that quality time by ourselves, because we love being parents so much, but sometimes that negatively affects our marriage because we don't take time for just the two of us.
When Maddie first came home, and I got hurt when I was at the Bengals and I came home, the first like month and a half, like I gave Maddie a lot of attention because I loved her so much. And one of the things that Charlotte would communicate to me was, I feel like you didn't
Like,
say it. I didn't say it this
took-
way. Like I love Maddie. Is it back on now?
Oh my gosh. We're still not on.
No, it's on.
Did you change the lens?
No.
Oh, zoomed out. Sorry about that, guys. We're back.
The battery died.
Okay. Keep going.
I don't remember what I was saying.
Being a parent is hard. Being in a marriage is hard. Even though we're a year into it, like it's gotten better, but we're still learning to adjust, honestly. And we're still learning to like, it's hard when you love your child so much to remember that your husband and your wife come first.
Yeah.
And in order to like have a healthy family life, like you need that time. So we're working on it, guys.
So do you remember the exact one we did? Charlotte was the one. Yeah, I answered the question.
Let's see. Was it hard to balance your athletics and academics in college? I can keep going so you can answer that.
Honestly, like the school did a really good job of like providing you with tutors and stuff. I think the hardest thing is like when it came to like having priorities in line to make sure you're doing your work, like balancing, because you had set times for practice, you had set times for class, and there's always a space where like you have, free time or a break or whatever. So I would say it was hard balancing it. I think when you add in like the college life, school, and football, like you have to be aware of like which one comes first, if that makes sense.
How do we get through the hard times? I mean, they're hard, but wait, no, you're going the wrong way.
I wanted to see if it was no.
Oh, I think, how did we get through the hard times?
It's hard. That's a hard question to answer because every hard time is different. You know what I'm saying? So like, we always handled each situation the same when it came to like our faith and understanding that like each person has to be heard, but each person brought like different damage, I guess, depending on what the situation is. So I think the main thing is to understand that like it's a season that you're going through, first of all, and you have to communicate with each other well. Therefore, if the communication is clear, it'd be much easier to get through the problem depending on what it is. Now, some problems are a lot harder than others, and you just have to understand again that it is a season and you have to communicate well. That's what I think.
I didn't hear what you were saying.
Somebody's calling me a slave. Were you a slave?
Say that out loud. How come you never show us when we're going to church? Sometimes we do.
We do sometimes, but like when I'm at church, you know what I'm saying? I want to enjoy. Yeah, I'm trying to enjoy church
today.
Yeah, like I don't want to like be in church praising God with a camera. You know what I'm saying? Trying to film everything. I like want to listen to God's word and listen to the worship music and stuff. So it's hard. Like that's one thing that's hard about the videos that I make. Like I'm not like a regular vlogger, I would say, and a lot of the intimate moments, I want to keep those intimate. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, like we went to go see a Fam Bam member 2 days ago, or yesterday. Yesterday, and we had the camera vlogging, but before we went to go meet her, I cut the camera off. You know what I'm saying? Because like I want to like have this. I don't want to walk up with the camera like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I want to have that connection with whoever I meet. So I'm trying to find a way to do that, but it's hard because like personal connection is important to me.
Do you guys ever have date nights? If so, what do you usually do without the baby? We're trying to have more date nights, right, Ted?
We're trying, but like one, we don't like doing nothing, and two, we don't like doing nothing.
Yeah, so like going back to the money thing, I think the thing we're most irresponsible with, like we don't really buy a lot of stuff, but we like to eat out a lot. And so like going to restaurants, like we do it so often that it's not really a date anymore.
Yeah, there's a part of like,
we're just eating.
What we do,
like we're not like, spending quality time when we're there.
So you want Asian food?
Yeah, I want Asian food for dinner. But anyway, and then in addition to that, like we're like, oh, we could go on a walk or something, but then we just bring Maddie with us. So when we have gone on a date night, which was months ago, we went
to months ago. We went to get ice cream like 2 weeks ago.
The two of us?
Oh, no.
That would be the three of us. The last time the two of us went on a date was that one time we went to the movies. We went and got soda roll, and then we went to the movie.
That was in the winter.
That was like when she was like 3 months old.
Dang.
Yeah, so we're working on more date nights. If you guys have any date night suggestions,
but honestly, even when we were in college, we didn't go on dates. Like we were not a big dating like.
We like went to Benihana or like Barbette.
Okay, but the thing is, if you go to Benihana or Barbette, we didn't have a baby, so like the same thing. It's not like it doesn't really count as a date, does it?
I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, Sarah said you guys went to a wedding in Dallas. That's true. We went.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And we went bowling, and I am very good at bowling. Like I'm good at horse, you know, but like I can beat Seth in bowling too. So if you all want to see that sometime, I didn't beat you and Johnny Castle.
Sure. How many times did you beat me in bowling?
That time we went in Dallas.
I asked you a simple question.
Okay, so
how many times have you beat me in bowling?
That time we went in Dallas, we played 2 games, and
I won the first
one.
Who won the first one?
Cedric won one, but I still beat Johnny. Sure. Sorry, Johnny.
You can't beat me in bowling, bro. You got basketball. You can't beat me in bowling.
Okay. Any final questions?
Let me see. I'm sure we missed a lot of them.
We missed a lot, but it's hard.
Shout out from London. It's definitely 1 a.m. out here and got work tomorrow. But
sorry, you should go to bed.
Go to bed, Kenya.
This will be up after. I know. Yeah, so
not all family is supportive of interracial relationships.
We're fortunate for ours to be very supportive. Oh, somebody asked on Instagram, I want to tell this story. What were your family's first impressions
Oh my
of
God.
each other? Do you want to tell them what happened?
My first impression?
Oh no,
Rapping
of
on me?
when you went to my family's house for the first time.
Okay, so like I told you guys in the beginning, I was very like introverted. I didn't talk much.
He didn't talk.
I didn't talk at all. Like I just didn't talk. I didn't like talking. I didn't talk a lot. So it came the day. First off, let me tell this part. So one day, me and Charlotte, it was the weekend, and then like Charlotte was like, "Hey, I'm gonna drive you around the city and take you around Minneapolis." I'm like,
Cool.
"Okay, cool." You know what I'm saying? So she took me around the city, and she's showing me like the rich part of the city, like all these big houses and whatever. So we're driving around for like an hour, and she's showing me all these cool houses. And out of nowhere, we pull up on the street and we like park. She's like, "Yeah, my family lives right here." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." You know what I'm saying? Like, good for them. So you want to go in? And she starts taking off her seatbelt. I'm like, "No, but you tripping? I ain't going there." You know what I'm saying? I ain't going in there.
I'm really close with my family, so like it's not unusual to just
No,
bring
bro.
friends or who you've
Okay,
been
but I wasn't.
talking
Okay,
to
but I
for
wasn't
like.
a friend.
Okay, but we've been talking for like 4 months.
We were not talking for much at that time.
Cedric.
We weren't even dating yet. Like, we were like,
Yeah.
we just like started talking.
No,
No, I'm like positive because I was like freaked out that you asked me to go in your house.
No, Cedric. You were freaked out
Anyways,
when my mom invited you to Easter and you ran down
that's
the
when we first started
steps.
talking.
No, that was in April. Easter's not when you first start talking in December.
I don't remember the dates. Anyways, this girl
So
tried
what
to get me going to her
happened
house.
the first time you did go in the house?
Yeah, I'm about to get to that.
Okay.
So the first time she tried to get me in the house, I was like, "Nah, I'm cool." We drove off, and then here comes the second opportunity. So I forget. I think it was it Easter the next year?
No.
Oh no, I think it was just a random occasion. Charles was like, "You want to go to my family's house?" And she's been begging me to go to her family's house forever. So at this point, I'm like, "All right, bro." So we drive over there, and first we go to. We go to Keegan's practice first?
I think so.
First, we go to her little brother's practice. So we go to her practice, his practice, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not talking, I'm just walking." And then I see her little brother, and then I see like her mom's boyfriend, and I see her brother's dad. And her brother's dad comes to me first, like, "Hey, I'm X, Y, and Z." I'm like, "Hi."
Rich.
I don't want to say his name. Okay, he's like, "Hi, I'm Rich." I'm like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Cedric." And that was it. And I shook his hand, and then I saw Keegan, and I didn't talk to Keegan. I'm like, he's playing soccer. Yeah. And then I turn around, I'm leaving, and I know I hear somebody say, "Hey, who is this man? Chachi, who is this man? Who is this man?"
That's David.
I'm like, "Bro, who is this dude?" It's some like Nigerian dude calling my name. And then it was Charlotte's mom's boyfriend. And I'm like, okay, that was awkward. And then like he came into me and like dapped me up or whatever. So then we go to Charlotte's house. And I walk in the house and I got a hoodie on. I got my hood up like over my whole head. And I walk in and Charlotte has like this little thing, like a little, what you call it? Like a mantle or whatever. And I walk up and I kind of just lean on it. And then her aunt is vacuuming and her mom is doing whatever. I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing. I don't say hi. I just walk in. I just stand there like,
yeah.
And then I walked out and I left. And mind you, when we were going to Charlotte's house, her mom picked us up. I get in the car, I don't say nothing.
My mom purposely didn't say anything too because they already knew that Cedric was a little quiet and whatever, and so they didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable. But when we got to the house and he walked in, he's just like mean mugging, doing like Cedric does.
No, bro.
I remember the first time I met your mom. It was at your Syracuse game. And your brother was on a visit, so your mom was there too, and they were sitting in like the coaches' seats, not in.
Oh, junior?
Yeah, not in the.
Wait, Syracuse the ball game?
Sophomore year.
Oh, okay.
Sophomore year.
Okay.
When you got the interception, like the first play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so you told me where your mom would be sitting.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so nervous. I went to find her at halftime. I'm like, okay, the only like little part that'll make it better is that your brother will be there, so it's like not as awkward. It's like more chill and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I go at halftime and Tedric is gone, so it's just your mom. And so I just like sit next to her in the stands, like, "Hi, I'm Charlotte."
Oh,
but then it was totally cool because then we went out to California like later
Before you went to Italy.
before I went to Italy, and
Mhm.
like they were super welcoming, his whole family. It was a lot of fun. So yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Charlotte's aunt isn't here. The one named Sarah Dornish. So when I walked in, her aunt was vacuuming. The one in the comments, that's her. Like she's the one who was
You were ignoring.
who I was ignoring, yeah. So that's her right there. And she didn't say anything. Sarah said nothing to me. She said something to me later on at dinner when I got there. She said something then, and I was like, I'm never coming back to this house again because of what she said to me.
Okay, last question. We've got this one a few times. Do we plan to stay in Minnesota long term?
I mean, I don't know.
What do you mean? Yes, we're staying in Minnesota.
I don't know. I don't know. You never know. You never know what the future can hold. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Yeah, whatever. So that's it, unless you guys have any other last minute questions. This wraps up our relationship series for now. I know you guys have asked for more videos like that, so we'll think about doing more, not necessarily just about a relationship, but other stuff in the future. But we've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up with some football stuff. Maddie's first birthday is just less than a couple weeks away. Oh, so tired. Come to mama. I was just wrapping up. So I was just saying we've got a couple of fun things coming up. What else then? I said we're done with questions for today. Cedric.
I'm looking at the questions.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
Oh, baby, she does. Baby, she.
I think it's time to get some dinner.
I know Charlotte wants Asian food. Where is Kobe? Kobe, come here. Come here, boy. Come here. Over here. Oh,
All
good
of our
boy.
babies.
Good boy. Want to turn around?
Who thinks we need another dog?
Nobody.
Not another baby.
No, we're not getting another dog. Say, hey, boy. Hey, boy, 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 boy. Good boy.
Oh, cool. Okay.
All right, y'all. That was fun to be on here and do the live Q&A. But now we got to get dinner. Make the baby happy.
Oh. It's okay. It's okay.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
Till next time.
Have a good week. Oh, dang it. Wait, am I still on?